got a joke though. What does a house wear? A dress. Address. A dress. Y'all not gonna laugh. You laughed earlier, dog. Like, man. What you gotta say, man? What you gotta say? Oh, this can be the senior thing. What y'all gotta say?
Senior quote, man. Senior quote.
Yeah, senior quote. What we got?
Communication is key.
Woo!
Okay, let me stop.
Woo! What?
Be you.
You.
Yeah, that's it.
What was my senior quote? Hold up. Oh yeah. Tell me to watch my 6'2" mouth. How about you walk me across that stage? One. No diploma.
To the Panther Pride podcast. My name is Mariah Hewlin, and I'm here with my co-host
Mason Royal,
and I'm here with two very special guests. We have
C.Qubed, and Tsunami of MBE.
Super here.
Word. All right. Let's get straight into it. So, like, you know, y'all are upcoming producers and artists, right? So, tell us who is C.Qubed?
Well, I'm just a humble guy who loves to make music. I put my heart on the track every time I produce, and I've been in Atlanta all my life, Atlanta influenced, and I'm just spreading good with the world with my music. Just want the world to be a better place through music.
Right. And tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Tsunami, yeah, catch the wave. Definitely, like I said, this is my actual blood brother. For people who don't know, we both came from Atlanta, born and raised. Humble beginnings, but for Tsunami, it's like I just get inspiration from everywhere, and you know, I just take anything I can when I can, and I just want to grow my sound, grow my vibe, grow my influence, and always be me. That's the Tsunami. That's MBE.
That's MBE.
You know, always push yourself and be yourself. You know.
Yeah. And so you two have worked with Panther Records a lot, and you know they don't see behind the scenes. But what got you into like music technology? You wanted to help children become more like you.
You want to go for it?
Yeah. So for me, when I was making beats in class, because I started subbing around early 2022, when I was seeing the response from the kids in classes, it just inspired me to teach them and want them to grab onto music, because music brings us all together at the end of the day. So it's like if y'all are driven as kids to get into music, something I wasn't even on when I was even in college, let alone high school, I think it's just my duty to help y'all as much as I can.
Right.
For me personally, I started subbing around 2022, and I didn't have the same experience as my brother with the children, but for me, like, I had to learn everything on my own, like DJing. Obviously, my brothers helped me with producing, but making music as an artist, making clothes as a fashion designer, a model, like, I had to learn all this stuff myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the next generation to do that if they don't have to. You know, I want to extend my helping hand so we can be better in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So my question would be like, have y'all faced any hardships throughout y'all career? You know, have y'all ever got to the point where y'all has like, why am I even doing this? Or, you know.
I'll go first on that one. For me personally, a lot of people don't even know this, but that's a very candid question, so I'll give a very candid answer. I didn't even want to be a musician. I love to DJ. That's one of my passions. I love to make clothes. But like rapping, singing, I always was able to do it, but it was just something that was fun to me. And I never wanted to use it as a motive or an engine to make money or get notoriety. But I was kind of pushed into this space, and I had to like adapt. And the adversity that I had was like, okay, I'm in this space now, but nobody knows about me. I'm very talented. I got a lot of things going for me. I'm working. I'm self-funded, but nobody knows about me. Is this really where I'm supposed to be at?
Right.
And it's like I put so much time in. I have so much belief in myself, and I still had that self-doubt. But like I just had to say, like, I'm doing the right thing no matter if they see it now or later. It's just going to be a tax for them. They're going to have to pay that late fee for coming late to the party. And for anybody that's facing adversity, I just want you to say, like, if you really enjoy what you're doing, you really got passion for it, like, nobody can stop you. And that's what that is.
Right.
For me, same thing as my brother. I want to give a very candid answer about, because I've been only producing for about 2.5 years now. At around 6 to 8 months, my mom told me to my face that I wasn't going to make it, that I was just making beats for fun. And I mean,
Hobby.
Yeah, as a hobby. And I mean, I couldn't say she was wrong. I'm still not really getting a lot of money from it. I'm just now starting to get notoriety and respect for what I do.
Right.
But back then I wasn't even getting that. So I had to, for really honestly a couple months, I was still pushing out beats, but I had to come to a realization of I had to do more at the end of the day. And just like you said, doubts were definitely coming into my brain. I had to fight off those demons and deal with my adversity all the best way I could. Now, back then, just being who I was back then, I dealt with it in a toxic manner, putting pain on beats, putting my heart on the beats. I've cried making beats before just because I've had to excel my emotions.
And music.
And music, yeah.
Right. And so, what's like the first steps? Like, what's the first steps you have to take when becoming a great artist or a great producer?
Consistency. You have to find first what you want to do, and whatever is, if you're a producer, you're engineering, you're a writer, artist, and once you figure out what you want to do, you now have to work consistently. Because just like my brother said, when you're starting off, nobody's gonna rock with you at first. You have to build your team, and you're not gonna be able to build that team if you're inconsistent with your work. Because if you're inconsistent, you're gonna get rusty.
Right.
And what's the point of having that, allowing yourself to get rusty? Like, just slowing your own process down and your own timeline to success down too.
Slowing down your emotion.
Yeah.
Right, and I feel like it's the same for us, you know, when we're trying to DJ or we're trying to make beats for these tech fairs and these competitions that we're in. I feel like most of us haven't really had spotlight or exposure to the industry. So most of us, we get in there and we get stage fright, or we don't know what to do and we don't have some resemblance to go back to. So I feel like definitely consistency is a big part of what we do. So yeah.
And I want to piggyback off the thing you just said about stage fright. The number 2 is believing in yourself. That's when I had that realization I had to come to when I was down bad for my mom. And 6 to 8 months into producing, like I had to come to the realization that even if nobody else believing in me, I have to believe in me. Mm-hmm. Because you're never gonna make it if you don't believe in yourself. Just like you said, like when your time comes, you have to shine, because you don't know when you're gonna get that opportunity again.
To answer your first question again, like consistency is definitely one of the pillars of success. Not even just music. That's just life. Like, but I know one of the big steps to start becoming an artist, one is starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, come with your plan. How you gonna do it? What you gonna do? Do you want to be R&B? Do you want to be more management? It's a lot of ways you can take it in the industry. And that's why I also would like to say, do your research, because everything is not as it seems unless you know, and you're not going to know for real until you in it. So, you know, that's the research is just your preparation to get you into that moment so you can be some type of ready, some type of, you know, have some type of knowledge from it. Like you was saying, excuse me, when y'all was getting in the moments of like the tech fairs and the contests, like it's hard because you don't have nothing to go back on. Like, you've never done this before. that's not easy, but everybody that has to start something new has to do it, you know? And it's like, honestly, one of them things where you got to face your fears and just dive into it, because it's no half-stepping in anything. And it's no half-stepping in anything if you want it to be successful.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't half-step to success. You're going to fail.
Yeah, I like y'all responses because, you know, y'all seem to like really have passion for what y'all do. And, you know, we as an organization, we need that. And we've been enjoying y'all help so far. My next question would be, like, did y'all have any type of inspiration, you know, somebody look up to, you know?
Well, I can't say anybody like that was in my life, but artist Larry June, the guy we just started with the intro, he's a guy he was signed at first, but then he went independent, and now he has his own label, TFM, Free Minded. Currency's another one, same thing. He was signed to Cash Money back in I think like 2008, around there, and now he has Jet Life.
All right,
all later.
Jet Life. Shout out. I guess that's my cue to go. One of my biggest inspirations in this is Kanye West, and I know that is a very controversial person. I do not support Kanye West's anti-Semitism comments. Let me just put that disclaimer there now. Panther Tech does not, you know, support any of that stuff, but
we do not.
I do love Kanye West. He is one of the best beat makers of all time.
All time.
And he made it on the rap as well after, you know, diving into his beats. If you really look at the story of Kanye, he was making beats for Jay-Z, for Cameron back in the early 2000s, late 90s. And he was shopping stuff like Jesus Walks. And they were like, trash. I mean, I'm serious. Like, he's going into these people in our room just like this desk. Like, he's like, all right, bet. Here you go, playing it on the 8-track. I'll even perform it for you if you want me to. And they going through whatever, typing on their computer, doing whatever they doing. And they didn't pay him no mind. And Jesus Walks is multi-platinum right now. And that's why I just say, like, to earlier, it's about starting and diving. And Kanye did not have no other nothing. He was just trying to do that. You know, no matter how many people told him no on you just a producer, you're not a rapper. You just another producer rapper. Like, he just kept like, nah, I can make music. I can make the best music out here. And he's made some of the best songs ever. All of the Lights, some of the best beats ever, like for Jay-Z. You just got to do your research. I'm not going to go into a Kanye.
The City.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to go into a Kanye spiel. But that's one of my inspirations because he got denied so freaking much. And, you know, like, with rejection comes more power, but rejection always hurts. Right. So it just shows that no matter how many times, if you keep your head to that grind, you gonna make it.
I'm not finna go into a Kanye spill either, but just to show you, I've been listening. You listen to Last Call. At the end, he just starts yapping, but he be talking about how he got rejected.
Exactly.
By multiple studios.
Exactly.
He talked about how he was in the studio with Jay-Z. He really liked it, but, you know, other people didn't like it because, you know, he's a
producer rapper.
Yeah, he's unique. He makes unique beats. It's not the same thing.
Unique pattern of rapping.
Yeah. And they said his rhyme was whack and all that. And I feel like he shows what y'all were talking about, like consistency. You know, he's very resilient. Yeah, he's very resilient in what he does. You know, he kept trying over and over again.
Never gave up.
And that's why I like Last Call. You know, he might be yapping for 7 minutes straight, but, you know, it's the message in the song.
There's game in there. Right. Anybody who's listening to this, go listen to Last Call. I don't care if you listen to any other Kanye song ever in life. Go listen to Last Call. I promise you will be motivated after. I promise you.
I mean, to talk about Last Call just a little bit, like, it's the same thing about adversity. Like, he kept getting denied, but he kept believing in himself. But just like you said, you keep believing in yourself, keep going with that adversity. I mean, soil gets turned into diamonds with pressure. That's what adversity is.
And before you go, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a cliche that I just heard, remember by that spiel my brother just gave, the universe will whisper before it yells. And Kanye, if you go listen to Last Call, or the Ye documentary on Netflix, which is great, he was sometimes, he would be getting in the room, we like this, and I'm Kanye, he's the A&R liking it. He take it to the big boss, or she take it to the big boss. They like, nah, I'm good. We ain't messing with that. And it's like, okay, Kanye seen the whisper of, I got something. Everybody might not like it, but I got something. So he just waiting on that yell. You know what I'm saying? However long that's going to take is how it's going to take. But the universe will always whisper, and that's good, bad, ugly, or otherwise before it yells. Promise you.
Right. And so, speaking about Kanye and his controversy, let's get into another controversial topic.
All right.
So we all be on the internet.
Yeah.
We've heard.
Definitely.
he already know.
I already know what you about to ask.
No Diddy.
No, we're not talking about him.
He about to go, no Diddy, fellas. All right, let me stop trolling.
Yeah, but let's get into something. Kendrick or J. Cole?
All right, are we asking like who won the beef?
Who won the beef?
Wanted to be first.
First.
Because we finna get into who's
Ain't no first or second. It's a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
I'm saying like that's the topic we going with first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who won the beef in my eyes? Just because I do per capita and I think everything should be fair. Kendrick gave him one verse. J. Cole gave him a whole album, EP. And then he apologized for it after.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So just based off of Kendrick not even doing this on his own song, and it still is number one, I believe number one right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say Kendrick Lamar ethered J. Cole.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. I pretty much agree because, per capita, like, he killed him on one song. And then,
Really with a couple of lines.
Yeah. It wasn't even towards J. Cole for real. But,
Nah, it was.
he put that big three in there.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
first
person shooter.
You mentioned the big three,
Yeah.
And I see Cole as more of like collateral because he was really aiming for Drake.
You think so?
He mentioned Cole, but I don't think he was really trying Cole for it. Like, I knew
He didn't. I will say he didn't say 2014. Nah, this 2024. That's he ain't go crazy like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. First person shooter was literally like J. Cole's song, just with Drake behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I still mess with both of them for real.
Definitely.
still mess
Do
with
not
both.
let the narrative ruin what you like.
Yeah.
Those are two great artists. The rap game is about interactions. Like people are meant.
Competition.
People are meant to be and interactions as well, but people are meant to beef. Like it's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
But it's a winner and it's a loser, and J. Cole just lost.
Hey, everybody watching this, don't come at me. You
You can come at me.
You can come at me all day.
I'm ready.
Come
I'm
at
ready.
me.
I love you.
All publicity is good publicity.
Come at C.Qubed, C.Qubed. Again, that's C.Qubed.
Yeah.
I was giving shout outs.
I'm looking at shout outs all day.
I ain't know I was
All
giving
day.
shout outs, but y'all come at me. Find me.
Okay, but I think if because like J. Cole has some really hard bars in his is this against Kendrick, but I think it was the delivery for me, because like I was hearing the bars and I was just like
Okay.
silent, I was silent, but then when I heard Kendrick spin them bars, I was like, oh man, it's going at it. I think it was just the delivery of J. Cole, but I think just because he's a peaceful dude,
He is peaceful.
He's very
Out the
peaceful,
way.
dude. And I was just
Soulful.
like, and this is the. I don't think this beef is like. I don't think he's really gonna win this. You
J.
know?
Cole?
Yeah.
He can definitely win this beef.
He just got to come with his stuff, bro. He got to drop a crazy diss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethering Kendrick.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick ether him with like we just said.
Yeah.
5 to 6
Three, 4 bars, yeah.
Sound like Drake and J. Cole gonna make another song. You know,
They
that's
might
what it
as well just hop
sounded
on the
like.
collab album. Just name it F. Kendrick. We the big two. Kendrick is out.
No, the Cole fans actually gotta, chill out. Cause, when he dropped his diss, they acting like this is no Vaseline. They acting
Oh
like this
my
is no
gosh,
Vaseline.
no.
They acting like he was the best diss of all time. Like,
Heck,
y'all
Absolutely
gotta,
not.
But
y'all
you know,
gotta chill out.
facts. That's just the narrative of how big J. Cole is, though.
Yeah.
Once you get so big, and even when we was talking about like Kanye before, Jay-Z, Drake, like all those artists, even Kendrick Lamar to an extent, but Kendrick Lamar has dropped more albums where people are like, so it's kind of different with him. Yeah. But with those other artists, they have such a big fan base and they have so much success. No matter what you drop, a piece of the world is gonna say this is fire.
The stance.
Right.
Like, and a piece of the world is gonna say, but it's Kanye, but it's Drake. Even if they don't say it's fire, like, come on, it was good though. It's better than most of the stuff we got out here because it's Drake and Kanye and J. Cole. Like, but it's just a narrative, and you have to separate yourself from the narrative to really know what you like and what's good and what's quality.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about it being a civil war between rappers? Cause like,
What do you mean?
as we know Kendrick got beef with the big two, well, big three, but Drake and J. Cole and whatever. But we also forgetting whose album he was on. That was a dedicated diss to Drake. Future also is in there in that category. And I feel like with Future and Kendrick against Drake, I'm thinking 21 might get involved. Just, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Wow. I'm gonna let you talk, Trey. I'm gonna let you go first before I put my thoughts on that one.
Well, that is definitely a hot take. It's a possibility, bro. I really don't know what 21 and Drake's relationship are, just because I'm just so locked in what I got going on, so I can get into the rooms with them. But also a piece that nobody's really talking about because these artists are so big is like they really could honestly all be fake. People don't forget. People could forget about when Kanye and Drake was beefing, and then they ended up being friends soon thereafter, a couple months after.
Kanye and Drake were never beefing. They were talking about whose house was bigger and whose pool was bigger.
But some people did think they was beefing, though.
That's the narrative we were talking about before, But it was never a beef. This is actually a beef.
Yeah.
To your comment of 21 Savage, it could definitely happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I just like the 2v2 was already J. Cole and Drake versus Kendrick and Future. Mm-hmm. And then 21 is like, okay, Drake does mess with 21, but he's from Atlanta. And so is Future.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know.
Pluto.
I don't know. And then another thing about the industry that a lot of people don't know is that these artists, producers, they all know each other way before they start making music together.
Yes.
For example, I was in the room with Hood Rich King, and he was telling me that 21 Savage, actually, he was like, Metro told me one time, 21 Savage was like, yeah, I'm starting rapping. Send me some beats. And at this point, 21 Savage just the hood dude out here chilling, towing his whatever, selling his whatever, doing with his whatever. Shout out 21 Savage. I'm not snitching on you, I promise. But 21 was just a regular dude like you and you. He just knew famous dudes.
Yeah, because he was in the room with him already, and his face card was good.
So then it's like, okay, bam, I'm rapping now, Metro, give me a beat. Then it's like, Metro, wasn't he the main producer on Future album?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like, is this beef even real? But we don't know. I'm not gonna go too deep into that.
Because it's conjecture, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't come at us, rappers, please.
You can come at me.
We're just high
Please
school
come at me.
students. We're
C.Qubed.
just high school students.
Eating.
Please, you can go
Yeah.
after them. Go after them, but not us.
JIMYJAMS 365. Jimmy Jams 365 every day of the year.
You know, I don't
We
think-
R&B.
You know, as long as 21 don't pull up at school, you'll be like, hey, yeah.
If 21 pulled up to Panther Records, you will be lit.
I would be lit. But, I would be lit.
You know, if him, Drake, and J. Cole all pulled up, you would be lit.
I know.
I'll be up here. Y'all better be letting me know.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm already blasting their music every day. So if they pull up, hey, they get a collab going.
Hey, facts.
We could work for real.
For real.
Y'all already got beats in the vault.
Yeah.
Well, think we're a little bit out of time. Think we're running over a little bit.
Okay.
So,
It's a final question, closing question.
final question, Mason.
Final question.
Okay, can we ask a question to y'all at the end?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
we short for time, but
All right, y'all ask our closing question.
okay, bet. So what's y'all goal with this music and technology stuff? You as an organization first. I want you guys to answer individually, obviously, and then for yourself, like where do you see yourself taking this?
Mason.
Okay.
Organization first, please, and then self, because it's always the we before the me.
All right, so the organization, we just really want to, make it big for real. But like I don't.
Okay. This is why I asked this question. Let's start really making this tangible. What's big to you? Like, is this 50 members? Is this y'all throwing events every month? Make it as something you can
Regional
actually do.
success, national success, like what you looking for.
You want me to get into that? Cause I'm
Like
Big press. You
want
get
to
into
get
it, big press.
you
We'll
want
come
to
back
get
to
into
you, bro. Don't worry about it.
okay. So, as president of our organization, as a president of our organization, I think our goal is to. I think it's our goal to like bring light to our school and bring light to kids in our community that actually do this, that actually make music and that do podcasts, things like this, so we can implement it worldwide. Because as I'm now knowing, like I'm just figuring out that most schools in Atlanta don't even have a music technology program.
No,
They don't.
no.
And
But I would like to also, don't mean to interrupt you, but don't forget to say how you're going to accomplish your goal, or at
Right.
least a plan.
right. And so I feel like what we're doing here, as we can get these podcasts out, it's all about connections, really. So if we keep competing and showing growth as an organization, we can get more connections, and hopefully we can talk to them and we can implement it worldwide, school-wide, so more kids have another door,
Opportunity.
and another opportunity in life for where they want to go. Because, most kids don't know what they're going to do. So
Facts.
when you get in high school, you got all these opportunities. But, music technology, it's barely implemented. So
It's not here. Y'all are the only ones in APS. I promise you.
Real.
I sub at different schools at APS all the time. I've never heard anything like this.
Nope.
Nobody has this technology you guys have. Nobody has the capability you guys have. I promise you that.
And that's really what we're doing. We're using our resources to its fullest capabilities so we can hopefully shed light on music technology and get it implemented.
All right. That was a great answer now for the individual part, and try to be quick.
Oh yeah, individual. Okay, let me see. For me personally, I think I still want to be a software engineer, but I definitely think I can use this to make or produce beats on the side. Like, I think I really do like what you do. I really do want to do that, because the way the movement and the beats and how it just all flows together, how you can take something and make it a part of something bigger and make it whole,
Yeah.
and it's really inspiring to me. So I probably will be a producer on the side.
Word up.
Like when you say when you say how we want to progress, I say first, like, start off with the community, and then,
Okay.
you know, like, we host events and stuff, then we get known,
Right.
and, you know, we make it up from there, because I feel like we have the potential to inspire other schools to, you know, actually
Most
implement
definitely.
music tech program. You know, they might not be on our caliber, but, you know, I'm saying, like, yeah, we can inspire other schools to, you know, go that route. And from there, you know, I don't think music tech is really a big thing anywhere.
No, it's not.
So maybe you can get to national somehow.
Yes.
So,
Okay. And for self?
myself, I mean, I'm still going the engineer route. I want to be a mechanical or computer engineer. But when I got introduced to music tech, I really did like it because of my love for music. And I feel like I can use it as a hobby, you know, when I'm, you know, grown. Like, it don't got to be a career, but I still love music. So I would still like to learn from then on, you know, because I like the community. Like, producing, DJing, and all the other things that comes along with it, podcast editing, all the things we do, I love it. So I would like to continue.
So my only question for both of you guys is, how are you going to defend your beliefs? Because there's going to be people that come into your life, obviously not going to come into your life for long, but they're going to try to knock you off your rocker because they see you guys are driven young black individuals. And yeah, I just want to know how you guys are going to stay driven through the BS of life.
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah.
Really, for me, just show them. For real. We'll just show them how much we've grown and how much we've impacted our community. So, I mean, once you look at the facts, you can't deny the facts.
Show them better you tell them, better than you can tell them.
Yeah.
Same way, but like, I've always been, you know, getting knocked down. I know how to deal with it, but like he said, show them what we've accomplished so far, show them what we will accomplish in the future, and we'll make it bigger than anybody can ever imagine.
Right.
So
One thing I will give you guys is a closing remark for me. I know I've taken over moderator for this a little bit, but that's what I do. Anyways, you guys both said you want to take over basically like the school system type thing or community. Always, that's a good plan, like for real. Always take care of your local before you go national or anything.
Yeah.
Because that's where your base is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you want the opportunity to go national. You want the opportunity to meet the biggest people ever, but your home is the community that raised you. You know, it takes a whole village, not just your parents. So it's like, always show love to where you at, because they always going to show love to their own.
Yeah.
remember where you came from, people. Remember.
Word up.
Word up.
So, unfortunately, we're out of time, but it was great working with you two and getting you two on a podcast.
We hope to be back.
Yeah.
One more time for the people. You two are?
Tsunami of MBE. You can follow me on Instagram at JIMMYJAMS365. Jimmy Jams, 365 days a year. You know it.
And I am C.Qubed. That is C.Qubed on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me and get at me.
Word.
And I'm Big Meso. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have a cool little name, rhyme scheme too.
Hey, man, there is something to having a name that people can remember and having a rhyming scheme. So think about that for both of y'all.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, they're going to know my name anyway.
Period.
Yeah. But,
It's been a pleasure, fellas.
been a pleasure talking to you all, getting to know you all more in depth, outside of Panther Records.
Please have us back. We love to talk about anything. Next time, write some questions down.
For sure. We got y'all. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us. So we'll see y'all.
See you later.
And that's a wrap.
black rugs and a white rose. Keep my glass full and my eyes closed. Popping tags off clothes. Taking flights domestic and international. We all got cash to blow. Last week I made so much I can't
Wiz.
speak on it. Tell your assistant hit my
Wiz
people
got
if you
wings.
want a link. Celebrating our win.